after my father's death when I lost him at 14. So पूरी life change हो जाती है and you don't know where you're going to go from here, what you're going to do. My brother was struggling to make ends meet for us and you know. So मुझे बस हर रात को ये लगता था कि I want to stand on my feet. मुझे बस ऐसा कुछ करना है, एक जॉब करनी है ताकि I'm not a burden on my family. ये सिर्फ मेरा ये thought process था हर दिन. You know, I did not have huge dreams about my life. I did not know I would end up becoming an actor. I wanted to be a journalist. So I was a very sincere student who was just raring to go, who just wanted a job for herself. 20,000, 25,000 की नौकरी. While there was nobody standing, nobody happy for where we've reached, she's done it all, yeah, alone. When I'm not with makeup in my house, I sit with those dark circles and I just realize I don't even get out of my house, you know. It is this, either I'm dressed up to the hilt or I'm just, you know, in my house, I look like a beggar. Of course, I was treated like a shit. मेरे को ऐसा मेकअप किया जाता था मैं बाथरूम में जाके रोई हूँ because nobody was ready to touch up also. I've cried alone. I have not confided in anybody. I don't know why I get so emotional about all of these things.
Hello everyone, मैं हूँ गायत्री निर्मल और आज हमारे शो बिहाइंड द सक्सेस पर जो आ रही हैं उनको मैं 3 एडजेक्टिव से डिस्क्राइब करना चाहूँगी, which is fearless, talented and resilient. Please welcome Nia Sharma. We know you as this girl who is very, who takes no nonsense from anyone. But while we love this Nia, we want to know who was the girl before becoming Nia Sharma. How were your growing up years? How were you as a kid?
Yeah, someone's asked a very new question actually. So I was not always this girl. And if you guys are here for me, so aap sabko pata hoga that I always have maintained that I was a girl who did not even know how to put a kajal in my eye, right? मुझे makeup नहीं आता था and I was this girl, you know, a girl next door who is so demure and very, very shy and again confused about life in your 20s and when you're 18. I don't know how many of you are 18 right now. So every night you can't sleep just thinking where will your life take you and the challenges that are going to come forward. So I won't say that I've lived a very fun youth. My 18s, my 17, my 16, it was full of stress because life wasn't very, very good after my father's death when I lost him at 14. So, पूरी life change हो जाती है and you don't know where you're going to go from here, what you're going to do. My brother was struggling to make ends meet for us and you know. So मुझे बस हर रात को ये लगता था कि I want to stand on my feet. मुझे बस ऐसा कुछ करना है, एक job करनी है ताकि I'm not a burden on my family. ये सिर्फ मेरा ये thought process था हर दिन. You know, I did not have huge dreams about my life. I did not know I would end up becoming an actor. I wanted to be a journalist. मुझे बरखा दत्त जब मैं उनको देखती थी, I wanted to be the next बरखा दत्त and you know be a news anchor, read the news. तो इसलिए I took up journalism while in college and I wouldn't miss a class. मुझे याद नहीं है मैंने अपने friends के साथ कभी parties की होंगी college में. मैं सिर्फ अपनी classes attend करती थी. I would make news pieces to give a piece the next day in class. So I was a very sincere student who was just raring to go, who just wanted a job for herself. 20,000, 25,000 की नौकरी month end में. This is what I wanted for me. This is what I thought for me. But I think God had other plans.
God had
my destiny
plans.
was had other plans and here I am today, you know. So it's not a life that I wanted to have. It's not a life that I had imagined for myself. It is a life that happened and I went on with it, you know.
So those are the crucial years, you know, the teenage, the 17,
the teenage,
18.
मुझे याद भी नहीं है teenage बोलते हैं यार. The teenage years of my life were not very, very happy and good, but I'm okay today. It's all worth it, you know.
Did you have someone to guide you back then?
No, not really. It was just me, my brother and my mother who would just persuade me and my mother was always worried about my safety because we were from Delhi. I was in Delhi. तो college से घर आते आते अगर 1 घंटा भी late हो जाता तो phone पे गालियाँ आ रही होती थी. So this is the kind of life I had and I was very angry at that moment, you know. I said, why does not my mother let me be? Why can't I go out with my friends at night? Why don't I have this life? So वो cribbing में निकल गए वो साल. But I realized she was, you know, being a single mother, she had her apprehensions and you know, rightfully so. So she was always forcing us to just do something with our lives and everything. So she was a major factor. वो हमेशा बोलती थी कि हमेशा जॉब करना, you be a working woman, have a driver to yourself, wear nice clothes every day. तो वो motivate हमेशा करती थी, but ये नहीं पता था that this all will transform into something so lovely and beautiful, you know. And there was no guiding factor. I just kept, you know, I've done MC jobs, you know MC jobs, right? जहाँ पे आप जाके एंकरिंग करते हो, यू कंपेयर इवेंट्स, यू नो, गाड़ी के इवेंट्स होते थे, मैं उसमें चली जाती थी जस्ट बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू टॉक, आई वांटेड टू होस्ट इवेंट्स. तो you know, I would earn like 2,500 for 2 hours, and you know, these are the kind of odd jobs that I would do, not knowing where it's going to take me. The internships, you know, so blindly I kept doing things, you know, not knowing where it's all going to take me. But again, related to journalism, you are good with mic, you're good with hostings, you're good on stage, you're naturally that, you know, you have to be. So and then one fine day from college, you know, I ended up giving some audition, you know, my friend took me for that. And life switched, you know. That was first Kali Agni Pariksha. They had gotten me here. They arranged for my flights. They arranged for my stay. And it was just a 6-month series for Star Plus. So my mom also was like, okay, if this is an offer, you go do it and then come back, do your graduation. And thankfully, I had completed my graduation at that very moment jab mere ko wo first show mila tha. And I came to Mumbai sitting in a flight here and there, and then that series gets over. I am all packed to go back to Delhi to do my post-graduation. Again, not knowing that whether I want to stay in this field or not. There comes a call and they said, say, for 1,000 mein meri behna hai and we are looking for a lead and, you know, things like that. And then I'm locked for the second show. And I had to cancel my tickets. And from there on to here, yeah, you've seen it all.
Really inspiring, seriously. But it's really inspiring, Nia, because teenage, those years, आप बहुत आसानी से राह भटक सकते हो.
Yeah. Yes, that's
But
true.
to keep your head straight and to keep it in mind that you have a family and you have to do something for them and for yourself, वो डगमगाना बहुत easy हो जाता है. But kudos, you just.
But yeah, I mean, I saw it as I had no other option, you know.
Yeah.
I used to see those fancy cars in college, you know, मेरे पास नहीं थी. The girls would dress up to the T, like how I'm dressed today. वो उस वक्त वो, you know, लड़कियाँ ऐसे आती थी पूरी diva बन के college में, and I used to be in my jeans and the one t-shirt, and you know, I would just look at all of them and just realize what a cool life they had. I never had it, only to have it today all by myself. So I did it on my own. So I'm happy about that.
You know, it makes me personally feel very happy when I see those vacation pictures with your mom, with your brother, and mostly we have seen you and your mom going on this girls' trip.
Yes.
And she must be very proud of you.
She is. She's the happiest, and I feel that if I've made her the happiest in my life, I think I don't owe anybody anything else, you know. वो और उनके छोटे मोटे डिमांड्स नहीं होते कि हम गोवा चलें, कि हम केरला जाएं, you know. For she directly asked for the US trip, man. One day she just sitting, let's go to the US. We have visas. मैंने मम्मी. So yeah, that trip was my first ever solo trip, and personalized, I would say, because मेरे जितने भी trips रहे हैं from the industry, they have all been sponsored. I've never had to pay a penny for any of my trips, just so you know. You're just, you know, everything's being served on a platter. So I never knew how to book tickets. I never knew how to book our hotels or anything. I had no knowledge of anything. Everywhere I've traveled internationally, everything was sponsored right on the table. Here I was with my mom, flying to the US, not knowing where I'm going to take her, what I'm going to do. Luckily, it all, you know, panned out nicely, and it was just two of us, and it was a conscious decision. I want to make my mother travel along with me, so that tomorrow when I get married and I'm with my man, I'm not thinking and feeling guilty that I could not give time to my mom. I did not do anything for her, because where we stand, my brother and I don't know why I get so emotional about all of these things. There's nobody else who's going to do this for my mom. She's sacrificed everything for us. So it's time that, you know what I mean? So yeah.
It's fine. It's obvious to get emotional because she has been your guiding light throughout. And what a mother does for her children, I don't know.
She's done it all, yeah, alone. So why the hell am I crying? It's not that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I want to give everything to her because I owe everything to her. And while there was nobody standing, nobody happy for where we've reached, she's the only one who smiles the loudest, feels the happiest for what we've done and what I've achieved. To the extent where today she's not even bothered about my marriage. She doesn't care if I'm going to get married tomorrow or have a man in my life. She's clear. I say, you live your life, find a man that is able to stand with you. And for a mother in India to say that to her daughter, who is crossing 30, it's very difficult. But I've given her that, and I think she's given me that. So it's great.
It's actually great. Like, there's no pressure.
There can't be any pressure. You know where marriages are going in today's time.
Yes.
Even if you guys are growing up, just watch who you're dating, watch who you're getting married to. Shitty.
Now that we've touched that topic, what's your opinion about love?
What's your... Okay then. What's your opinion on love, guys?
Say?
Love is blind, difficult to find, hard to get, difficult to forget.
Wow. Was this spontaneous?
बचपन में सीखा था. All your roses are red, violets are blue. You are my love, I love you. Yeah, all that's passe. I feel today, love for me has a whole different meaning. I still believe that love is the most beautiful thing. I get all blushy when I'm in love. I'm all pink when I'm in love. I go all out when I'm in love. But the only thing is that I'm not in love. I'm so single and I'm so happy and I'm so peaceful. And so yeah, earlier love used to be dating, love used to be holding hands, and it still is. But the only thing is that now everything is so calculated. Everyone's with you with an agenda, for an agenda, and where we stand right now, it's so it's all so hunky-dory, it's all so vulnerable and so volatile that you don't know. Nobody wants to commit. Nobody wants to be there completely, wholeheartedly. You be with each other for happiness. But what I see around, the relationships have gone to dogs. There's nobody who's happy. Abuses, marriages are only for the world, for the show, for the display. Behind, everyone's just living. Getting smothered, I think, suffocated. With what and why, I have no clue. This is not where I want to go. This is not how I want to live. If I am all ready to fall in love again, I'm ready to get married. I am there. I am a capable person. I'm financially independent. I'm financially able, but I'm not financially stable, I would say. And I want a partner with who I can just rise together. I don't want to stop my growth. Interestingly, one day, Bharti, on a LaughterChef, she just told me one thing, that, Nia, do you plan to get married? I said, no, not really. I don't know if there is anybody who wants to be with me. So she said, Nia, लड़के सब अच्छे नहीं मिलेंगे, तो कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हें कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ेगा. सो शी इज आस्किंग मी, तेरे को अगर बहुत रिच कोई हस्बैंड मिले और वो तेरे को बोले कल को काम करना बंद कर दे, तू छोड़ देगी ये सब. आई सेड, just come to think of it, I've given 14 years of my life to reach where I've reached for this work. Now suddenly a man comes and his only condition to be with me is when I leave this job. How do you see that happening?
But love and marriages shouldn't be on any terms and conditions.
Unfortunately, it is like that. Everyone's coming with an agenda, everyone's coming with conditions. Everyone wants to have their space, have their cake and eat it too. You can't have it all. I don't know where is this going. I mean, just love. I've fallen in love like a few times, and it was beautiful, and I've cried when it went away, whatever reasons, But the only thing that was constant in my life, that I kept working, I kept going on. I cried at nights. I went back to work the next morning. I never stopped, and this is the only thing that I've sacrificed for my work. And I don't regret it today, Had I given myself to a guy, had I committed to somebody and given it my all to him, one day he would still leave, Nobody is here to stay. People change all the time, So the things that I've built today for myself, the house that I've, live in, the lifestyle that I have built it, by sacrificing a few other things. Am I happy about it? I'm very happy about it. Am I regretting anything, any relationship that I left behind to reach here? No. And still today I'm a girl who's pretty looking, who's doing well for
very
herself.
Much.
you know, so there shouldn't be a problem for a man to just come along, you know. But if there is none, and if I'm not investing my time in something like this today, it's okay, because I've become too lazy in my own space. I'm very lazy today.
And to put yourself out there, like in today's term, they say you put yourself out there in the dating market. It is so exhausting.
No, I'm not. I've not put myself out anywhere. I'm not available to just randomly date somebody. I'm not available for flirting. I'm not flirting with anybody. Not am I entertaining anybody's text today. That lazy my life is. मैं सच्ची बोल रही हूँ. But it's okay, you know. I don't want to be available. You be there with me. You spend time with me, and if you're okay with that, and not date 5 other people. मैंने किसी इंटरव्यू में बोल भी दिया.
That's very important.
You know, that little meme is just everywhere. You know, he said कैसा लड़का चाहिए आपको. So I ended up, me being me, I ended up saying, you know, जो अच्छा दिखता हो, एक ही जगह मुंह मारे, and that's gone viral everywhere. And I realized, मैंने उस वक्त जब बोला मुझे बुरा लगा, but later on when I heard it myself, it wasn't actually wrong. This is what a girl wants. This is what everybody wants.
That's the need of the hour,
That's
actually.
the need of the hour, you know. Be hygienic, man.
Be hygienic.
5 people, yeah. So that's about it, you know.
So Nia, everyone talks about you like you're very bold, you give it back to people. But we have also seen you getting emotional. So there is this emotional side to you which we just saw right now. So ऐसा हुआ है कि आपको just because आप एक लड़की हो, आपको घर चलाना है, आपको खुद पर ध्यान देना है, तो वो जो इमोशनल निया है उस पर आपने एक लेयर लगाकर ये स्ट्रॉन्ग सा कवर लगाया है.
I haven't layered anything. I've always been very, very emotional, you know, just that people did not want to buy that side of mine. And when you say I'm bold and I give it back to people, I don't. Maybe earlier a few things that I must have done made people feel that way, but when everybody keeps telling me, oh, you're so bindas, you're so bold, you give it back to people, I don't give it back to anybody, you know. It's just if you wrong me, if something's not up to the mark, I will just say it. But मैं पागल नहीं हूँ कि किसी को भी बस हर किसी से बस उठ के लड़ना है. I'm not that girl, you know. And today I've become so calm in life. Maybe I've changed in the last few years. Even if somebody has to say shit about me, I'm not there to even defend myself, you know. I move on. मुझे बात ही नहीं करनी, मुझे मत्था ही नहीं मारना किसी से, you know. I'm that. And if it was otherwise, I would have probably been in Bigg Boss, right? अगर मुझे किसी को, you know, I have to give it back to somebody, और मैं लड़ूंगी और मैं झंडे गाड़ूंगी, just how people think I am. I'm not that girl. मुझे बात ही नहीं करनी किसी से, you know. My life is all about working, earning my money, and moving on in life.
And
you know?
just protecting my own peace.
Protecting my own peace. I've got a nice circle. I've got my own friends, own set of friends. मुझे लेना देना ही नहीं है मेरे को कौन क्या बोलेगा और मेरे को किसी से लड़ना है, or I have to prove a point by giving it back to somebody. I don't know why people keep saying that. Or even if I have built that image, I've changed, guys. I'm this calm person who will not give it back to you in any way, unless
you wrong me.
Unless you want to do some only.
So about Bigg Boss, what happened? Like, it was announced on national television that you're going, and then last minute, the fans are very disappointed.
You are? Yes. Then you know my fans. You are disappointed that I did not go to Bigg Boss. You're not, right? So firstly, okay.
So what exactly happened?
Nothing happened. You know, it was colors. And I was told the very last minute, and of course I was supposed to go for LaughterChef integration. But by the time when they announced, uske few days later, LaughterChef got cancelled. So eventually, when I was supposed to go and I wasn't supposed to go, that the whole thing, of course, to create a buzz and a hype, which I think they very well succeeded at, if it was their planning or it was anything like that. And it's okay to play along. I could not write the next day, you know. And इतनी गालियाँ मुझे पड़ रही है when I very humbly said so. मुझे वो sorry बोलने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं थी. I was not supposed to put up a note. That was done by Colors team, and they, you know, it was completely their strategy and up to them, and I'm working for them, you know. I'm 2 shows and this and that. If they are doing something on my name, it's completely all right. But I still went ahead because जो level की hype मैंने अपना नाम announce होने के बाद देखी, वो कहीं ना कहीं I think खोई हुई थी, because you know, until somebody does Bigg Boss or a scene on Bigg Boss, people don't give a you know. It is just, you know, suddenly everybody comes out of Bigg Boss, they transform into these stars and everything, and suddenly it is so hyped about, जबकि कुछ है भी नहीं, वो facade कुछ है नहीं honestly. So here I was, I've given 14 years of my life to this industry. I have very permanent fans, not fandoms, but I've got those very permanent fans with me who've stood by me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not being hyped. But जब मैंने अपना नाम अनाउंस होने के बाद जो पॉजिटिविटी देखी है, the surge that I saw, and it was so beautiful and it was so positive, I thought I owe them a message. I owe them an apology that hey, thank you for so much of love, but I'm not going. उसमें भी गालियाँ, मतलब you can't do that to me, guys. But it's okay. I take it in my stride because it was fun. It was great, and it was a beautiful hype and a positive review that I saw of myself after a very long time. Other than that, it's all about my clothes. It's how I dress up, how naked I am all the time, about my cleavage. It's time we moved on from there, and I think after LaughterChefs, quite a lot has changed.
Do you think LaughterChefs has helped वो आपकी image थोड़ी जो
वो image खराब करने वाले भी खराब की ही. Yeah, I have been the same person forever. You know, you can't just hold me responsible for if you don't like my dressing sense, you cannot call me names for that, right? But LaughterChef came, a show like that. It took a show like LaughterChef for people to understand, you know, what a real person you are, how really you are, you know, that's what I mean. And it's okay if they saw that cute side of mine and that's what people like, and not, you know, when you're outgoing and you're bold and you talk for yourself. I think not really a lot of people take you well or want to stand up for you. So it's that more or less. But ठीक है, जैसा भी है, जो भी है, even after you've accepted me that way, you like that side of mine, I'm that. And I'm that, and I'm that, and I'm everything.
You have an audience for everything.
You know, it's so great, it's fine.
But I personally really love the way you dress up. I love the way you carry yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy to be an outsider and come in the industry and make a distinctive identity for yourself.
But again,
through your work and through this, both.
That also, it wasn't a planning. Firstly, I've never planned anything in my life, right from the shows that I've done. They came overnight in my life. From how I've been perceived in the media, in the news, again, not planned by me. Nothing. I have not planned my career. I've not planned my life. I've been so natural with this news thing, with being in the media, that I've never had to hire a PR person to this day, guys, you know, where everyone's, you know, being represented by their PR teams, and, you know, anything wrong comes about them, they want their PR team to vanish all those news about themselves and give statements. मैंने अपने आप को कभी इतना seriously लिया ही नहीं. They called me black, kali, dusky, this and that. Here I was dealing with my acne all this while, trying to look pretty, working on my skin, and I never realized what was the fuss about being dusky or wheatish. अगर मैं Indian skin नहीं होगा मेरा, I would be called a foreigner, right? Exactly. So मुझे वो सब कभी समझ नहीं आया, and people kept writing, and I never felt a need to clarify that. Or whenever it was the trollings about the clothes or whatever the hell it was that I did, I was somehow always been a piece for news, you know. So it is not me. I've never done anything. It all happened naturally. I wake up to the news. It's not like I planned the news and wake up, oh my God, I'm everywhere. No, it's just the media has done that. And in doing so, in 14 years, I've come so far that everything has stopped bothering me, you know, now. Do whatever, write whatever you want. मुझे पता है एक दिन के बाद या 6 महीने के बाद या 1 साल के बाद the truth will come out. People will forget that. And I don't feel the need to prove a point or to change that news about me or hire a PR to just, you know, reverse my entire image. I've never done that, you know, and I'm pretty okay with that. And I'll still stay classy, and I'll continue to just move on in life, you know.
I think that's the key to just surviving and being successful, that you just be yourself.
I've flourished like that, and I'm pretty happy, you know, with where I've reached, how I stand, and how I'm taken, you know, it's that. But काम नहीं रुका कभी भी. मुझे इतना काम आया ना life में that, you know, anything other than that, all these negativities never kind of bothered me, you know. अगर उसकी वजह से मेरा काम affect होता, people had stopped calling me for work or anything, तो वो problematic होता. But somehow it wasn't. It was always me who just chose what I wanted to do, and on the other hand, the OTT fields and wherever I wanted to crack, I could not for various reasons, or even if I want to go further ahead. Well, these are different things. We might come to that later. But as of now, I'm very happy with where I've reached, how I live, especially, you know.
Yeah. So अभी आपको like you have evolved, अभी चीज़ों से फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है, पर back then जब शुरुआत की थी तब तो ये जो comments मारे जाते हैं कि you know so
again I have मुझे नहीं पता 1000 articles were only about you know we getting rejected because of our skin tone, while I have never said it. I only kept getting work. मुझे तो इतना काम मिला है, मुझे तो इतने offers आए हैं, and never anybody did you know mention or point out, oh my skin tone is this or that. It's, I don't know where has it come from. It was started by the media. It was always my name would just be dragged in those articles firstly, because they want to write about you, they want to perceive you like that. But here I am, I enjoy my brown tone, I enjoy my brown skin, I love the bronzed makeup. मैं तो और डल करती हूँ, मैं जिस दिन fair हो गई मुझे शायद उस दिन बुरा लगेगा, मैं सच बोल रही हूँ. I have no clue where this all comes from. Like people had offered me work left, right, center, and I have never been I've never been subjected to this skin thing and all of that. If we skip the comment section and all of that, but do we care about that? Do we give a f about all of those things? No, not really. No. Not really.
But do you actually read those comments?
Yeah, when I want to laugh out loud, when I want to laugh with my brother, we do. Of course, यार इतना तो सबके पास time होता है कभी-कभी. But then मुझे नहीं कभी
फर्क नहीं पड़ा किसी चीज़ से.
No. टाइम ही नहीं था, यू नो मेरे 2 साल शोज चल रहे हैं, फिर आप ये कर रहे हो, फिर आप वो कर रहे हो, यू नो कहाँ टाइम है. एंड देन इफ यू आर रियली बॉदर्ड बाय द स्किन, डूड मेरे खतरों 2 सीजन्स, यू नो विच एवर शो दैट आई डिड, मेरा 1 महीने का तो हम आउटडोर्स कर रहे होते थे. सो जेन्युइनली आई हैव बीन बर्न्ड, आई हैव टैन टू अनदर लेवल, आई एम वे मोर प्रोन टू यू नो द सन टैन एंड एवरीथिंग, वी गेट बर्न्ड. मैं फिर मॉलडीव्स चली गई, मैं इतने ट्रिप्स मारती थी. सो मेरी बॉडी फॉर द लार्जर पोर्शन ऑफ you know being in the industry, I've always been tanned and burned by sun. You know, now that the last few years I lived in luxury, I kind of didn't work much and all of that, I've been my entire complexion just transformed, you know, and it is still now the same, you know. अब वो tan नहीं है, वो नहीं है उसमें भी, पर मैं हमेशा से burnt and tanned ही थी because I was always shooting in the sun. I mean, that was that, but other than that I'm just a nice brown toned girl.
So about your dressing style, is it you or do you have a team? It's
That's
just you?
me, guys. It's always been me, you know. For events and all, we do of course hire stylists and this thing. But since I've been trolled for how I dress up personally, yeah, I take it all on me. It's I am responsible for it. But I'm happy, you know. मेरे को मजा आता है यार when I dress up. I like what I want to wear, and sometimes your experiments might go wrong, or sometimes you're right. You can't hit the nail all the time, but it's okay. क्या है यार, अब आप तैयार होके ना ड्रेस पहन के भी आपको अपने आप को डिफेंड करना पड़े. व्हाट इज दिस फ्रीडम फॉर, यू नो. you're being driven, you're in your car, you're safe, wear whatever यार. and I like short skirts यार. अब वो नोशन भी तो यहाँ इंडिया में वो छोटी कपड़े पहनती है तो चालू होगी, एंड यू नो ये बनाया किसने ये सारी चीज़ें? जस्ट बिकॉज अ वुमन इज वेयरिंग यू नो a kurti and a jeans, she is supposed to be the most simple, and she's not corrupt in the head. ये notions हैं. This is not true.
This is not true.
मैं कितनी भी आपको बोल्ड लग रही हूँ, मेरा लोग पागल बना के चले जाते हैं. I've been used by my own friends left, right, center because I'm not corrupt in my head. How do I tell this to people now? I will never be able to explain this to anyone, you know. So sometimes जिनको आप सबसे सीधा बोलते हो ना, सबसे ज़्यादा करप्ट वो लगते हैं. सबसे ज़्यादा स्वीट जो बात करते हैं ना, सबसे ज़्यादा मैलिस उनके दिल में होती है. And no matter how I look, how I dress up, dude, I know, you know, I approach you with the cleanest of heart, you know. There's no malice, no agenda behind me talking to you. I will always approach you with my manners, with my integrity, and I'll give you my friendship with all my heart, you know. Never have I you know, your own friends lie through their teeth, and I know they're lying, you know. The only thing that I do is just start distancing yourself, you know. The only thing that I do not fight anymore. Maybe earlier. Now, if someone's I know is just being chalu with me or corrupt or lying to me through my face or in my friendship, I will walk out. I will walk away without a word, without a fight, without anything, you know. That's who I am today, you know. So it's what you make of a person. It's what you how you process. Now that we are talking about this, can I tell you, I was doing the show Suhagan Chudail.
Yes.
Half of the people there, they said, Nia, we are surprised with you. You know why? Because उन्होंने सिर्फ गंद सुना था that ये time पे नहीं आती, and she's not a well-behaved girl, and you know, we thought that you would fight about everything, you know, all the wrong things that, you know, being fed. And they said, we are surprised as to how you have, worked, because I've been a professional throughout. It's just those people, I still want to know who are those people who convey these kind of shitty things. Because I know when you're rising, when you're growing, and when you are at a certain place, when you have a name, people are just waiting for you to fall. It's very easy to talk shit about somebody who's just being seen and who's everywhere, and it's okay. But I'm amazed, not one, not two, 5 to 6 people on that set were so amazed with, just because I was professional, I was on time all the time, I work amicably, and I never gave them any kind of bullshit, and I finished the show, being the thorough professional that I was. And here, I was always this, but ye aaya kidhar se, to the extent where even the show has ended this month, without a word, without update, they have transferred my payment. ऐसा कभी होता ही नहीं है life में, because they must have gotten the same kind of, the response from my side. They are being nice to me today. So it's always about, the give and take. The only time I would fight with people is when they would stop my payment and when they would just lie about, not, what, tedious nahi pay karte log yaar. Today we are in a field where, earning so much, you have to be your GSTs and your this thing, and these things kind of up you and all of that. So here I am a thorough professional. I would not take bullshit, and all the payments have to be on time. Is what I'm very particular about. I go by ethics. I don't lie to people. Is where I go wrong probably. मेरे को लगता है आज की डेट में ना प्रॉब्लम वही है. आप झूठ बोलोगे ना, सब आपके साथ खुश रहेंगे. Just because you don't lie much and I'm way too punctual in life. That's my problem. अभी मैं क्या करूँ?
यार आज के टाइम पे मुझे लगता है अच्छा होना प्रॉब्लम है.
Exactly. That's where I think things go wrong for me, because I'm too nice,
You're too nice.
My manners are intact. लोगों को नहीं कोई आ रहा है. I've seen people वो आएंगे 1 घंटा लेट, वो उन्होंने sorry बोलना भी नहीं होता यार. I say ये कौन सा behavior है यार? Now that irks me. I don't expect that. So it's just your ethics. Your ethics, being ethical is a problem, I feel, and I have too much of it. Manners is a problem. You expect that out of a person. They of course will get irritated. So this is where I'm going wrong. Otherwise I'm not wrong anyway.
And then suddenly you become too much because you're asking for the basics.
Yes. My treatment has to be right. I firmly believe in that, and I firmly ask that. I've spent 14 years here. If you don't respect me here, then we are not friends. Then we are not going to work together. If that is asking for too much, okay, maybe I'm too much for you. But come on, there's got to be, concrete something, when you're dealing with us. You can't treat me like a Tom, Dick and Harry, Just that much is all I'm asking for. That's it. Respect, Don't take somebody for granted. Even if you've called me for an interview, I can't just show up, an hour late and tell you, hey, where's my coffee, where's this? Nahi hai, wo time nahi hai. I'm not that, I'm not a star. I have to earn for a living. I'm earning a living. I'm doing well for myself. But मैं दूसरों के सर पे चढ़ के मूत नहीं सकती यार. I will not do that.
You are a star.
No, I mean, I'm just making a point, So maybe that's where things kind of
like you could be a star and still stay humble.
Yeah. That's very difficult for people today, Being humble is one thing. And I've learned that, honestly, with time. Nobody is going to give shit, and nobody cares where you come from, what your weightage is, and everybody's so stuck up with, their stardom and, I'm this and I'm that. But I see that, And I've also seen people that have reached here and they're just so humble. It's so easy to approach them. They're so okay with just being normal. Ye attitude chahiye, staying humble, being approachable, not like, oh, main ye aur main wo, itni feka faki na. वो कानों से खून आ जाता है. I don't want to be around those people. So these are the kind of changes I learn and I unlearn from people, same people. इससे ये सीखना है, this is good about him, okay, I'll learn it, I'll take it. Something is so shitty about somebody, I'm never going to take this. I'm going to unlearn that,
I still can't get my head over the thing where you said ki my friends have used me and gone. So
used is a very strong word, but I mean, I don't know if it's even important, but I've seen being cornered in my own circle for whatever reasons. I mean, I would
don't know the reasons.
Can't process them in my head, what went so wrong, where did I go wrong, and you want to keep, because paise se zyada I feel the bigger investment is your energy, your time. You give your time to somebody, even in a relationship. आप अपना सब कुछ दे देते हो यार किसी को, and the minute it ends, why do you crash. It's not because आपका पैसा चला गया यार. It's because आपने अपना time दिया था, अपनी energy दी थी, अपने emotions दिए थे यार उस बंदे को, and somebody just has no to give about you anymore. Doesn't that hurt? So उसके बाद why do people behave like, oh अब मुझे किसी की ज़रूरत नहीं है, सबको सबकी ज़रूरत है, एक hug मिलेगा, everybody will start crying. We are all that vulnerable entities walking around like lunatics and goons. No, that one hug changes everything. You start crying on someone's shoulder is still the most beautiful thing, but it's just when somebody ruins your time, your energy. देखो पैसे से ज़्यादा मैं अपनी एनर्जी दिमाग से खर्च करती हूँ. I don't invest my energy in anyone today. Anyone. I will go out, I'll have fun, I'll go to parties, and I'll come back home. There is no discussions or 1 hour calls with somebody. तू क्या कर रहा है और तू क्या कर रही है. I'm not that person anymore. Anymore मैं थी नहीं कभी. मैंने कभी फ़ोन उठा के किसी को नहीं पूछा चल यार आज क्या कर रहा है और क्या हो रहा है. ये मेरी लैंग्वेज ही नहीं है. I don't know if I talk to anybody. I've cried alone. I have not confided in anybody. I don't have I don't do.
You don't like to open up?
Not like to है ही नहीं. वो मैं बनी नहीं ऐसे ना अभी. अब जैसे जैसे आप बढ़ते with your experiences, आपको जिसने जैसा बना दिया वैसा बन गए. Now I'm like that. Probably I don't know why I'm like that, but I am like that. It's okay.
You are your own friend. You're your own cheerleader. Everything.
क्योंकि मेरे बस की भी नहीं है किसी का ना. हम अपनी लैंग्वेज में अपने फ्रेंड सर्कल में RR बोलते हैं उसको. बट
I have a WhatsApp group by that name.
अब मुझे उसको इंग्लिश में नहीं पता क्या बोलना है. I'm finding that word. मुझसे नहीं होता अभी किसी का सुनना अभी. और आप जितना ड्वेल करते हो ना उस चीज़ में, मैंने ये भी देखा है. If I start listening to what you are going through, you will dwell more on it. You'll cry more on it. The minute I tell you to snap out of it, I'm that friend. Not because I don't want to hear it. I want to tell you that it does not matter. 6 months later, you will just tell me what a stupid I was to cry over this.
Yeah, you laugh over it.
Yeah. So, वो मैं आपको बस 6 महीने पहले बोल रही हूँ. Just stop it. Snap out of it. Go out. Work on something. Go earn money. This is who I am as a friend. So sometimes, if it kind of hurts someone, I mean, I can't help that. But yeah, इसलिए मैं खुद भी नहीं करती है. I would probably cry about something by myself, and then the next day everything is great, everything is crazy. आप जिस चीज़ को बारे में जितना बात करोगे ना, वो उतनी बड़ी बनती जाती है. I feel that, and the minute you let go of it, it's nothing. The only important thing for me is whatever is putting money in my account, wherever I'm earning from, I will pay full attention to that. You have my undivided attention if it's work and it's fetching me money. Other than that, you need me, hi, I'm not there, bye.
I think this should be everyone's motto in life.
Yeah, dressing up, makeup, wake up, your
day.
payments, your this, this is life for me right now. I don't know how wrong or right is that, but
I think it's absolutely right, and to each its own.
Yeah.
To each its own. So, whenever आप जब TV sets पर जाते हो, तो कभी आपको ऐसे biasness लगी है किसी वजह से कि be it because of your gender or be it because of the stature of your co-actors or anything of those sorts?
See, again, I've spoken about it earlier also. TV sets pe na, the environment is the same. Same as in, it's as per your stature, where you're standing in this thing. You're a newcomer, you'll be treated like shit. And it's take it or leave it wala case hai. Okay. If you can't handle that pressure, if you can't work for 30 hours, 40 hours straight when you're a newcomer, get out right now. You can't be complaining. But once where I have reached today, you know how I'm treated with so much of respect. Again, I'll go back to my last show. Again, a reality show like LaughterChefs is anyway a big celebrity show and everyone's treated well, everyone's being pampered. But coming back to a TV set also, I was doing both simultaneously and I almost died in the last 6 months. मेरे treatment में कोई कमी नहीं थी. Everything that I asked for, my payments were on time, my vanity was the nicest. And these are the only things, and I would come on time, I would leave on time, and nobody would question me. So मैंने वो treatment भी देखा है, मैंने ये treatment भी देखा है, and I've seen both, and I've earned, the treatment that I am asking today. I've earned that. Now you can keep complaining. I can go back to Ek Hazaro and how I worked 45 hours and how my skin had acne and how I lost my hair. I can go on and brag, tell you all about that. But I'm not going to tell you, why? Because that helped me reach here. So you have that graph of starting from scratch to reaching wherever, then there's no end. Now of course I was treated like a shit. मेरे को ऐसा मेकअप किया जाता था मैं बाथरूम में जाके रोई हूँ because nobody was ready to touch up also. मैंने इतने आंसू भाई वो पूरा मेकअप ही धुल गया, फिर उन्हें दोबारा करना पड़ा. But what did that teach me? I said I will take it in my own hand. Today I am so good with my makeup that somebody else will have to come, to my table and they एक बार को hesitate. Okay, I'm not doing a perfect liner on her. This is how good I am with my makeup. Everything that you're not okay with, and if you've cried about it, change it, learn it. I'm saying I have done everything. I'm a one-man army if you ask me. Yeah. I have a team. I don't need 4 people walking behind me to make people realize that, oh, a star is walking or I am somebody. No. I will still walk alone. I'm ready. I'm out of my vanity. I'll walk on my own. I'm good. I don't walk with an entourage, and specifically I've learned that about myself. I don't need people standing on my head, even in my vanity. I need that time. I decide what my hair is supposed to be, how my makeup is going to be, how I'm going to look. Every look it's always been me, So I have ये सब अकेले कर ना I've become so self-sufficient that you are with me, you are going to help me, great. If you're not, I am super happy. I am that one-man army. मैंने अपना यही सीखा है हर दिन यार. I've gone through it all, but earn it. Make that place for yourself.
अगर आपको एडवाइस देना हो हमारी यूथ को आज की, तो आप क्या एडवाइस दोगे?
Working hard, यार. Hard. I mean, all I'm saying is, and also being smart. Something that's not working in your favor, switch. Someone's not helping you, don't cry about it. Just leave that person. Someone's taking away your peace, leave that person. Leave, keep leaving. Just keep going ahead. जब आपके सामने space होगा खाली तभी तो नए लोग आएंगे ना. एक ही ग्रुप में सालों से मेरा एक ही ग्रुप रहेगा, मेरे एक ही set of friends रहेंगे. You'll never grow, At least I kind of believed that till a few years ago. Only that I realized when I just left all of it, when I was alone, there's new surge, new people, new things coming in your life, and you're only flourishing, Everything that's fucking your happiness, I would say just walk away, 6 महीने बाद भी करोगे, आज कर लो.
अभी कर लो, 6 महीने बच जाएंगे. और कुछ कर लो उन 6 महीनों में.
My advices are dangerous, seriously. It's person to person. It's the experiences you're coming with. Absolutely. I'm coming from dangerous experiences, and where I stand today, I'm too by myself. If you can stand alone, do all those things. If you can't.
What about films and OTT? Jamai Raja was on OTT, then you did Twisted. Yeah. So, what's more? What's next?
Now, the OTT space I kind of tried when I was sitting for the last 3-4 years before, these 6 months. I couldn't really crack anything. Now that I met a lot of people or I went for a lot of auditions, I did not. So, I think somewhere I'm lacking that the entrance door or the people that would probably guide me through those doors. I think I'll have to start and work a little harder to find and break into those spaces where I don't think they're waiting for me, but I think I will have to just knock those doors and say, hey, I'm available, something of that sort. But I will not sit here and tell you, hey, nahi kuch hua nahi, or they did not. No, I think maybe I did not make enough efforts to break that space. So I'll try.
And what about films?
Yeah, same. Both spaces. I have not really actively tried or met people. No, I have not done that.
Before Suhagan Chudail, and before, so the gap between Khatro, Made in India, and between
4 साल ना?
हाँ.
3-4
तो
साल.
उन 4 सालों में आपने जो ब्रेक लिया, वो conscious decision था या फिर उस तरह की scripts आपके पास नहीं आ रही थी?
यार, exactly, it's the same thing, TV shows सारे आते थे, but again वो TRPs अभी भी वही तो हुआ, the show that I took, it was an experiment, Yeah. I will not say oh it just skyrocketed. No, it just did not show the numbers, is why it just shut early, and it's business. Am I unhappy about it? No, it's producer's business. यार, if you're not fetching something, वो 6 episode shoot होने थे, उससे भी पहले break लगा दिया. Because it's just pure numbers, and somewhere, having done shows and being known with them, I did not want to enter spaces and do shows which had no TRPs and which would shut in no time. And this is exactly what happened if you actually look at it. जिस चीज़ से मैं डर रही थी, वही हुआ, और इसीलिए नहीं लिया, and I could take that break for myself as well.
During one of our interviews only last time, you'd said that you take injections to get fuller lips, if I'm not wrong.
Oh no, my God.
That was also, I think, blown out of proportion.
Damn, yeah, I know, you're right, thankfully. we touched that topic. Okay, so by lip injections, I meant the gloss, you know. So I come from the makeup field, so I took it as a common knowledge कि सबको पता होगा. Little did I understand there's a layman out there, and you know, some guys would not have no knowledge about what a lip injection is, and some people also. So lip injection is essentially a filler which gives you a very tingling sensation. It burns, you know, burning sensation देता है, and which ends up giving you a fuller feel of lips, you know. That's what I meant. I did not mean lip injections literally. I get one injection and I fucking faint, you know. Where will I get injections here? Yeah, I'm sorry to just misguide people if I at all I have, but मुझे लगा वो common knowledge थी, पर वो नहीं थी.
But you know, there was this article that I was reading where you said getting botox, getting facelifts, this is all a luxury if you can afford it. Yeah. But
it's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity, it's a luxury if you can afford it. But we see a lot of the youngsters, they are getting under the knife, they're getting botox.
And they're looking hideous, they're looking terrible. मुझे troll करते ask me, मैंने अपना मुंह खोला उनका क्या होगा यार? I've just been keeping shut, you know. See these little pretty faces, you know. कभी मत करवाना यार. मतलब मुझे भी time लगा to understand that not everybody has to be this, you know, look the same or look the best. We all have got different personalities, Gayatri. You've got curls in your hair. If you now lose that, if you try to change your look, you look just rebonded hair. You look like one of them, you know. This is probably what your natural hair is. My natural hair is straight, like poker straight hair I've got. मैं wash करती हूँ, मेरे को कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है बंदे. So it is me, the face that you have. That girl that's sitting out there, such a pretty face she's got. You put a little bit of makeup on her, she would probably sit in my place, you know. So we all have got like pretty faces, but as long as you are not okay with it, anybody will come to your face and tell you, "Tu ऐसी दिखती है, tu वैसे दिखती है." And I had a lot of people who gave me shit time, you know, talking about how I looked, you know, probably because for a time period you take it, and they take your confidence to an all-time low. But it's only happened when I stopped listening to them, is when, you know, here फिर एक time आया, everybody started calling that sexiest Asian list में नाम आ गया. So उस दिन के बाद, you know, sexy नहीं हटा मेरे नाम के आगे से. Not that I did anything to look sexy or feel sexy or this sexy. It's just it's a herd mentality. It's what you drill in people's head. It's what's you know, आप एक चीज़ को 10 बार किसी को बोलोगे वो मानने लग जाते हैं. So it is that mentality, you know. You every day on my Instagram, I would just wake up, hey, I look pretty, I'm this. You know, every girl does that, you know, वो होगी भी नहीं. मतलब when I'm not with makeup in my house, I sit with those dark circles and I just realize I don't even get out of my house, you know. It is this, either I'm dressed up to the hilt or I'm just, you know, in my house, I look like a beggar. मुझे वो बीच का कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है, and sometimes I also am not able to deal with my own self, you know, because here you are looking so stylish, my hair artist has, you know, done my hair so nicely and so stylish. The next thing in the night when I change and, you know, get off this makeup, it's so hard to deal with myself, you know. How do I tell somebody how low do I feel, you know, with those dark circles? It makes me want to go do those fillers and everything, but once I've said it, you should stand by what you've said, you know. It's not like there's no solution to it, but is it going to help in the long run? No. You'll still have to put on makeup. You'll still, वो 3 months के बाद फिर से वो पूरा process वापस से. It's like a Bermuda triangle. आप एक बार घुस गए उसके अंदर से वापस बाहर नहीं आ पाओगे. There is no end to the beauty standards that people have set. You know, there's no end to it, you know. But today, all I know is that with a little bit of makeup, I look pretty enough. I look presentable enough. I'm not going to win any beauty pageant today. Am I happy with how I look? Yes, I'm very happy here. You know, आप बोलते रहो काली है, dusky, भाड़ में जाओ, मेरे को क्या लेना देना, you know, who is taking anything away from me? मेरा bank balance नीचे नहीं जा रहा है यार, it's sticking. So it's just that much. You know, that's how I deal with criticism or the problems and then people calling me shit or anything. But you're somehow you're not always happy with everything that you have, you know. Right now with me, the biggest thing that I feel low about is my dark circles. वो नहीं जाते. I don't know what am I supposed to do. But अभी मैं क्या करूँ? थोड़ा ना मैं जाके अभी, you know, and all those, I don't stand in favor of those. कभी ज़रूरत पड़ी, again it's a luxury, you can opt for it, great. But people are going overboard with it, yaar. You know, if you're altering your looks and you're not looking the same, come on. And if people are out there watching this interview, probably you are in the media, when how I project myself, how I live, and how what I put on display is that natural face that I have, and I'm okay with it, and the kind of makeup that I do, or the how I dress up. So this probably sends out an image. Okay, this is how she is. This is what she prefers. This is what she doesn't prefer. Tomorrow, if I opt for those things and I kind of alter my looks, well, immediately everybody will get to know, you know, and they will call me out for that, because apne 25,000 interviews mein I've spoken about how I am not okay with anyone. And the next thing, yeah, but if it's the need of the hour, like I will tell you, मेरा एक दांत बाहर था 1000 में. I don't know if somebody has watched it. I was a little girl, you know, right, buddy? मेरा एक दांत ना ऐसा बाहर था. Now, I asked my brother Siddharth, who was a producer of the show, if something could be done about it. I was not okay with it. मेरे को नहीं अच्छा लगता था. He suggested me a doctor, and he said the job will be done. He made me call him, and he said it's a 45 minutes job, baby. You come. And 45 minutes that tooth was in. The teeth is in as a little. अब मेरे को वो टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज नहीं आती. ही घिस दिया और पूरा वो अंदर चला गया, एंड ही पुट सम वाइट थिंग ऑन इट, एंड हियर आई एम. सो लिटिल ऑल्टरेशन आई हैव डन, बट वो नहीं था. फिर अगर वो ऐसे आपके दांत बाहर है, उसमें अगर आपको करेक्ट करने हैं, यू आर ऑन स्क्रीन, व्हाई नॉट, यू नो, समथिंग व्हिच इज टेरिबली रॉन्ग अबाउट योर पर्सनालिटी और समथिंग, आई एम ओके विद इट. बट ये यार, ये बोटॉक्स फिलर्स तो नहीं समझ में आ रहा. पागल हो रहे हैं लोग यार.
आई नो,
पागल हो रहे हैं. मैं रुक जा, फाट जाओगे.
I have a friend who's a skin surgeon, and he was telling me
doctors
crazy
भी बोलते हैं.
stories.
I said, doctor, why do you do that? You know, why you making this an 18-year-old girl reaching a clinic? They said, Nia, वो ही नहीं मान रहे. You know, people are not ready to understand. हम क्या करें? It's our job. It's not even about money for them. They said, we tell them that it's के beyond नहीं जाओ. सुन कौन रहा है?
What's next for you, Nia? Anything on mind? क्या करना चाहते हो आप?
I want to do good work. I want to be known, you know, lead a series, you know. That's what I see myself doing, you know. I probably will be good at it, but this is what I think, this is what my feel is, but probably there is nobody out there, you know, seeing me in that light. So I'll probably just want to explore those spaces, you know, make myself known that, hey, I'm available to just audition for something like that. So yeah, all that, I want to crack that, but as of now, I'm just sitting at home, ducks, lazy, watching series, left, right, center, and yeah, I sleep on time, I wake up happy, so it's just been lazy days, you know, lazy now, nothing.
Thank you so much. With that, we wrap up this segment.
Oh wow. Okay.
And yeah, we'll come to the second segment, which is very small. I'll show you some old images of yours.
Oh my
God,
God,
no. Give a backstory to it.
Okay then. Okay, this is again a fan made edit, and I could not agree more. The dressing style are almost just similar. It's just और मेरे बचपन में हमेशा कटोरा कट होता था, क्योंकि उस वक्त कौन पेरेंट्स इतना ध्यान देंगे ऐसा साधना कट and all of that. So not, our parents did not really, you know, it didn't make much sense. So this is how I looked. पहले मुझे बहुत बुरी लगती थी अपनी इमेज, बट अभी मुझे लगता है क्यूट ही तो थी यार.
Cute.
You know, and here is me, self-made, stylish girls, you know, looking all. I like the baggy jeans. I like that deep necks that I'm not liked for. So yeah, I like this image. Lovely.
This is one of my personal favorite acts from Jhalak.
Yeah, Kali. So again, it's Jhalak. It's from Jhalak, Dikhla Ja. I was not really very convinced with playing this character and doing this act, but again, my choreographer, my friend Tarun, convinced me with this. It's such a powerful feel, you know. ये मेरा zone भी नहीं था, but जब मैंने किया, मेरे हाथ कांप रहे थे, मेरे पैर कांप रहे थे when I finished this act, because it was too heavy. उसने बहुत भर दिया था. मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा मार्क्स भी नहीं मिले, कटे भी थे इसके लिए मार्क्स, क्योंकि सब कुछ हिल गया था. But still, always be close to my heart, because अपने real life में you won't opt for something like this. So he made me do it, and I'm happy that I did it.
Nia, Jhalak's eviction had an effect on you?
No, nothing. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Everyone kept telling me they are unfair. You know, you gave your life to it. You did so much, and you know they did not even take you to the finale. And here I was thinking, ऐसे मैंने सब कुछ तो कर दिया. मैंने ऊपर हवा में aerials किए. I did the most difficult acts in that show. I earned so well. तो अब हर चीज़ कैसे, how can you just not be happy about the things that you've got and unhappy about the little one thing that didn't go in your favor, you know. If I got evicted a week before the show, it is their business, man. It's all right.
That's such a lovely thought कि जो किया आपने आप उस पर ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हो, जो एक चीज़ नहीं मिली उस पर
अभी रोल हो, यू नो. मेरा एम था जीतना, नहीं जीती कोई बात नहीं यार, बट मैंने कमी थोड़ी ना छोड़ी. अगर मैंने कमी छोड़ी होती तो मुझे बुरा लगता, बट आई सेड आई गेव इट माई ऑल. मैंने अपनी जान दे दी थी उस शो के लिए यार. वहाँ पे आपको 5 आवर्स रिक्वायर्ड होते थे प्रैक्टिस के लिए, मैं 18 घंटे 10 घंटे वहीं रहती थी. तो मेरा और कोई लाइफ बचा नहीं था. वो मी, तरुण's associate शिवानी, we three had become best friends. They were my world, you know, and I have given everything to the show, and nahi jeeti, it's their loss. It's all right, but I never felt bad about it, you know. आज के बच्चों की ना, आज का जो भी बच्चा पैदा होता है उसके पैर से लेके, उसके हाथ से लेके, उसके बाल जब तक बड़े हो रहे हैं, उसके दांत आ रहे हैं, there is an image every day. उनका चलना, उनका उठना, उनका बैठना. And here I was in an era of 90s where एक पिक्चर बची है वहाँ की, just one picture that I have. That's how I recall how I looked. इसके beyond there is nothing. There is nothing. Today's kids, आज के बच्चों को देख लो यार, पैदा होने से अभी वो 1 साल के भी उनकी आंखें बड़ी हो रही है, उनका ये हो रहा है, उनका वो हो रहा है, everything is there. But we have limited stock, guys. This is how I looked at 1 year old.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh no! कौन बोला कि मेरी मम्मी के 2 बच्चे थे, एक लड़का एक लड़की. It was 2 boys, one became a girl बड़े होके, and that was this girl. So मेरे जब स्कूल में हम दोनों सेम क्लास नहीं, मेरे से बड़ा है, हम सेम स्कूल जाते थे. तो जब विनय के कपड़े छोटे हो जाते थे तो वो मुझे पहना दिए जाते थे. आई डिड नॉट वेयर स्कर्ट्स टू स्कूल, आई वेयर पैंट्स, बिकॉज मेरा भाई बड़ा था, वो पहले पैदा हुआ तो उसके लिए पैंट्स खरीदी थी, तो इसलिए मुझे भी पैंट्स पहनने को मिली. क्यों एक्स्ट्रा खर्चा करना है? दीज आर मिडिल क्लास इंडियन हाउस होल्ड्स ब्रो, दैट्स हाउ आई हैव ग्रोन. बाल बॉयकॉट, टेंशन ही नहीं लेनी. मेरे बाल जब बड़े हो, मुझे अभी भी याद है, एक दिन मेरी मम्मी ने मेरे को तेल लगा के इतनी गंदी चोटी बनाई, वो ऐसे खड़ी हो गई. वो बोलते जाओ स्कूल. शी डिड नॉट इवन, आई क्राइड. मैं स्कूल जाके ऐसे पानी लगा के अपने वो बाल आगे से सीधे कर रही थी. यू नो, दे वर, आवर पेरेंट्स डिड नॉट गिव शिट अबाउट अस. आज के बच्चों को पहना के देख लो. आई हैव अ लिटिल फ्रेंड, यू नो, उसके बाल, उसका मेकअप, उसका हेयर, एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी सो ऑन पॉइंट, अदरवाइज शी थ्रोज सच अ टैंट्रम. एंड आई कांट बिलीव दैट अ 4-year-old is throwing a tantrum as to what will she wear, how her hair should be. And it's a good thing. She looks pretty, she looks like a doll all the time, and she's my bestie, but then I didn't have all that luxury, you know.
Okay, we'll take this last one.
Oh damn, yeah. ये भी a decade together, you know, I would say. हम ये probably Crystal is, I would say, my first co-actor, a friend. मैं बहुत नई थी, and all, you know, all 3 of them had done shows earlier, and Crystal had a huge car. I was traveling by autos, तो हम workshops में भी जाते थे, ये मुझे pick करती थी, and then, you know, we have stayed together, we have lived in the same room, we have shared makeup rooms, everything, you know, from that memory to actually growing up together, having our own houses in the same building, living our own separate lives, having our own friends. We have covered it all, we have done it all. And actually this ritual was started by her. I appreciate that. She came with the Rakhi 4 years ago to my doorstep on Raksha Bandhan. I thought that was sweetest gesture ever. और आज तक फिर हम celebrate करते हैं.
That's, we really adore your bond. You pick up.
Okay, I have to pick the chip. Oh, all right. Wrinkle. Oh, hi, Wrinkle. Not the W, it's Wrinkle, R.
Hi.
Hi.
So I am Wrinkle and you are so beautiful.
Thank you, Wrinkle. Thank you so
And
so
my
sweet.
question is, are you going in Bigg Boss as a wild card?
I'm going to Bigg Boss as a wild card. अच्छा अभी भी होप नहीं छोड़ रहे हो ना आप लोग? कब आएगा ये सेगमेंट?
ये जल्द से जल्द.
Okay, no.
Thank you.
Jyoti.
Hello.
Hi, Jyoti.
I'm Jyoti. You look so beautiful.
Thank you, Jyoti.
And I'm your big fan.
Thank you.
So my question is, which of your show has been your favorite and why?
Okay, that's easy to answer. I would still pick एक हज़ारों because मैं बहुत छोटी थी, emotions थे उस वक्त बहुत सारे, मैं attach हो गई थी और that was probably the only show जिस दिन वो ख़त्म हुआ था मैं 2 घंटे नॉन स्टॉप रोई थी. I cried and cried and I cried. जहाँ आपके आंसू टपके होते हैं ना जिस जगह पे, वो एक्चुअली आपने जिया होता है वो मोमेंट. सो आई विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट कि द जर्नी और आई डिड नॉट डू बेटर शोज देन दैट और आई डिड नॉट गेट पेड बेटर देन दैट प्लेस. बट जो इमोशन अटैच था उसके बाद नहीं रोई मैं कभी. उसके बाद आई डिडंट थिंक आई एक्चुअली शेड सो मेनी टीयर्स व्हेन समथिंग एंडेड. वो प्रोसेस होता है ना, जब आप छोटे होते हो आपको कोई चीज़ लगती है. आज मेरे को कुछ लग के दिखा दे, मैं पत्थर हूँ आज. सो इट्स दैट, यू नो. सो आई वुड से 1000.
Thank you.
नंदिनी,
Ma'am, who is your fashion inspiration?
फैशन इंस्पिरेशन.
Yes.
नॉट दैट आई फॉलो एनीबडी पर्टिकुलरली, बट मेरे को ना ये मॉडल लीग्स जो होती हैं, ऑल दोस how a Kendall Jenner dresses up or Irina Shayk, you know, the very international kind of a Gigi Hadid, like there's dressing styles, not like particularly, you know, that they are formally more packed on the streets, like a JLo kind of a dressing, you know, big hoops, she's always wearing those big chains. So I kind of look into that zone. मुझे अच्छा लगता है वो वाला zone. So that's where I get inspired from, more or less. But actually what fits more, I like more of casual and cool clothing, you know, so I create that kind of style. But yeah, looking at how it's supposed to be, like the chic and the all black looks, you know, they carry that very very well. So I learn all of that from there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You know, आप ये बोल रहे थे, मेरे दिमाग में ऐसे आया कि how would you dress up as if you had to go for a Met Gala or any of those stalls? You would perfectly fit in.
I'll probably look like a chandelier walking on that carpet. It's been a very long time I haven't walked a red carpet, but mera first agenda is to look like a chandelier, like those, you know, jing bing jing bing jing bing, you know, like a very body hugging kind of a somebody should make that, you know, one day.
Yes.
Abhijit.
Hi ma'am.
Hi, Abhijit.
I am big fan of him.
Thank you, that's why you're here.
मैम हाँ, सुहागन चुड़ैल में आपने काम किया तो आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था?
Suhagan Chudail was one of its own kind of a league. एक ग्रे शेड मैंने पहली बार प्ले किया, बट कैन आई टेल यू, जितनी मैं नफरत कर रही थी उस नाम से, मैंने उतना ही जिया है उस कैरेक्टर को. यू नो दैट निशिगंधा एंड यू नो थिंकिंग नो एंड ऑफ हर सेल्फ, वॉकिंग यू नो विद सो मच ऑफ swag and you know the clothes she wore and how she looked like an apsara at all times. I think it was a very fancy kind of a role and too much of swag in her and her adaएं जो मैं थी भी नहीं, मैंने वो play किया है. You know, having no confidence to showing that level of confidence and walking and also I kind of got to maintain my body जो मैं चाहती थी, मैंने वो किया उस show पे, because इतना discipline मैंने last 6 months में दिखाया है to fit in those clothes, to have that body. Oh my God, I was starved to death. So I would say that.
My favorite serial.
Really? देखा क्यों नहीं, फिर बंद हो गया यार. देख ही लेते हैं. अपने फ्रेंड्स को बोल देते, फ्रेंड्स ऑफ फ्रेंड्स को बोल देते.
Thank you.
पूरे डोंबिवली को बोल देते कम से कम देखने के लिए. ये कोई बात होती है? 6 एपिसोड और एक्स्ट्रा मिल जाते हैं यार मेरे को. I would have earned more money. But okay, thank you buddy.
आपने एक पोस्ट भी डाला था, this is how your body looks when you starve yourself.
हाँ, वो उन्हीं दिनों का था.
हाँ, वो ब्लू कलर का जो प्रमोशन के टाइम पे. श्रेयश.
सो हाय.
हाय.
सबसे पहले तो थैंक यू बोलूँगा, ये तीनों जन मेरी बहन है, तो इनका सवाल का जवाब देने के लिए काइंड ऑफ.
ये आपकी बहनें हैं?
हाँ, मतलब मेरी बहन की बहन तो मेरी बहन है. सॉरी, मेरी बहन की दोस्त तो मेरी बहन है.
नहीं, तुम्हारे बहन की दोस्त तुम्हारी बहन नहीं हो सकती. यू आर कमिटिंग अ ह्यूज मिस्टेक इन लाइफ. जब वो बड़ी होगी और जब वो सुंदर बनेगी, जब वो उसे आएगी ना पूरी की पूरी निकल के, उस दिन तुम बोलोगे हाय मैंने इसे बहन क्यों बना लिया यार. बट इट्स ओके, आई लीव दैट अप टू यू.
ओके, सो मैं क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ. एज आई लव योर पोस्ट ऑन द इंस्टाग्राम एज अ जेन ज़ी गाय, सो हम लोग आजकल एस्थेटिक्स ज़्यादा देखते हैं और वो मतलब आप बहुत अच्छी तरह से कैप्चर करते हो. सो वाइल विजिटिंग अ प्लेस और गोइंग ऑन द वैकेशन, ट्रैवलिंग, एक्सप्लोर, सो आप मतलब व्हाट काइंड ऑफ ट्रेडिशन डू यू लव, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एस्थेटिक्स वुड यू लाइक टू कैप्चर? सो आई वुड लाइक टू नो दैट.
Okay, so when I go on a vacation, I'm not somebody who would go see a museum. समझ ही नहीं आता वो सब. My vacations will be all about me, my pictures, having the best time, you know, doing all those jet ski if it's a water sport or anything. I mean, right now also I've planned a Phuket trip. I'm going on the 16th.
Oh, nice.
So my trips are all about me, what I'm, you know, where I'm staying, what I'm doing, my pictures, again a very Gen Z kind of a thing. But yeah, you know, this is what we are living in. This is what we are living and how you're looking. और मेरी 4 पिक्चर भी कोई अच्छी खींच देना, वो मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड, यू नो. सो और एक ने भी खराब कर दिया, आई वांट टू जस्ट गो बैक, यू नो, हट जा शक्ल के सामने से. सो दिस लाइफ राइट नाउ इट्स मोर और लेस ऑल अबाउट मी. आई एम प्रॉब्ली नॉट वेरी कीन ऑन, यू नो, व्हाट द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ दिस कंट्री इज, यू नो, उसका बैक क्या है, यू नो, उसका बैक स्टोरी क्या है. आई एम नॉट समबडी हु वुड विजिट अ म्यूजियम व्हेन आई गो टू कंट्री. आई वांट टू गो क्रेजी, you know, dancing, enjoying, partying, you know, all that, you know, pretty superficial, but that's okay.
That guy will be lucky who will travel with you.
क्या? Sorry?
वो बंदा लकी रहेगा जो भी आपके साथ ट्रैवल करेगा. मीन्स काइंड ऑफ अ वाइल्ड.
उन बंदों को समझ नहीं आ रहा ना यार
कि वो लकी है.
करना ही नहीं है यार. यहाँ पे हम इतना पैसा खर्च करके भी going but single. I'm going on all singles trip, bro.
Thank you.
कोई बात नहीं, टाइम लगेगा, तुम्हें भी टाइम लगेगा जिसे तुमने बैंड बनाया.
बहुत जल्द हम निया को देखेंगे किसी के साथ. आई होप आपको मिल जाए.
दृष्टि.
Hi.
Hi.
You're looking so pretty.
Thank you, bud.
So my question is that do you have any similarities with your character Manvi?
I am a low-key Manvi actually. You're right, you know. So वो जब वो रोल मिला था, you think I knew what acting was or oh I am an actor, कुछ था नहीं ना. They just picked a raw girl amongst, you know, the crowd and they picked her up and they gave her Manvi. Not that I knew what I wanted to do with that, not that I had any idea how to go about it, and here I was playing that character for 2 years. But जब मैं वो उस वक्त कर रही थी और जब मैं देखती थी तो मुझे लगता था मैं बहुत लाउड हूँ, मैं बहुत क्रास हूँ, बिकॉज मैं बिना सांस लिए बोलती थी. मेरे सारे इंटरव्यूज लाइक मैं आज देख लूँ मैं थप्पड़ मार दूँ अपने आप को. But this is how you grow, this is how you transform. So that was the most natural that I could ever be. And you know, I'm still that girl, you know. I actually मेरा kids के साथ magnet bond है. Instantly I would become friends with them. Instantly I'm that person who's always jumping around and I'm always the happiest. I don't know for what. सब बैठे होंगे मुझे नाचना है. You know, I'm still that girl, you know. So somewhere it was meant to be.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drishti. Saili.
Hi ma'am.
Hi Saili.
Ma'am, you're looking so beautiful.
Thank you, buddy.
And your smile is so infectious. Ma'am, I have written a poem for you. Can I say?
Was that?
I have written a poem for you. Can I
You've written
say?
a poem for me.
Yeah.
That's so sweet, Saili.
Nia ma'am, a star so bright, shining in the entertainment light. With talent and beauty, she is rare to find, inspiring millions, one performance at a time. Her dedication to craft is truly rare, a hardworking soul with passion to share. From Ek Hazaron में मेरी बहनाई to Nagin's mind, she owns each role with pure delight. With laughter and cheer, she lights the stage. In LaughterChefs, her humor engage. Her kindness and heart a precious find, a true gem, one of kind. Ma'am, you're truly an inspiration, a guiding light, a shining star that shines so bright.
You wrote this by yourself? Thank you. I can't tell you how filled I am right now. I'm overwhelmed.
Ma'am, you are truly an inspiration to me.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, Saili.
You are an
And I'm crying. Thank you. I don't have words for this, but it just meant so much, you know. Every word just, you know, it just sufficed everything and just included the entire journey of mine. So yeah. Thank you, Saili. You invested your time into this. Thanks. I appreciate it. Sara.
Hi.
You're Zara?
Sara Sawan.
Sara.
Yeah, Sara ऐसे आ रहे हैं.
Okay.
Okay, so I was 6 when Ek Hazaron में मेरी बहन was aired, and I had yours and Jivika's posters all over my room. I've been your fan since then. So I wanted to know that one incident from that time that made you realize that you are a household name finally. One incident that you could describe.
But that time was so different and it came without asking, it came without any planning, you know. क्योंकि we were taken to London, विराट और मानवी की जोड़ी इतनी फेमस हो गई थी. So इतनी लंबी लंबी लाइंस में लोग हैड कम, यू नो, एंड दे जस्ट वुड जस्ट, that was my first ever star experience, you know, reality with meeting fans and everything. So मुझे उसी वक्त समझ आ गया था, and that time the TRPs were like hitting 3.9, 4, so it was a huge thing, you know. So that show gave us everything, you know, wherever we'd go, you know, मानवी निया को कोई जानता ही नहीं था, you know. और मैं रियल में जैसे दिखती थी, उसमें विग्स थे, लंबे लंबे बाल थे, तो रियल में कोई पहचानता ही नहीं था, because it was so different, you know. सो वो तभी समझ में आ गया था. और जहाँ पे भी गए, और एक बार तो हम कहीं शूट कर रहे थे, वहाँ पे एक पूरा स्कूल का ना कैंप आया हुआ था वेकेशन पे, वेकेशन नहीं था उनका, जो भी बड़ी
आईवी ट्रिप.
they ran for us, you know, they pulled Virat's t-shirt, and you know, they both of them lifted me for them, and they were singing फूलों का तारों का सबका कहना है. I think we were swarmed, you know, उस जगह पे. That was such a, वो memory इतनी vivid है ना. People were singing that, उन्होंने पूरा song गाया है, हम चारों वहाँ थे, and मैं वो जगह का भी नाम भूल गई, I had no memory of it, but it was beautiful. Those times were beautiful, you know. This interaction that I'm having with you guys today, मैंने नहीं किया. मैं सिर्फ इंस्टा पे कितने गंदे गंदे कमेंट्स पढ़ती हूँ, मुझे लगता है फैंस है भी, क्या होते हैं फैंस. I have nobody in my life anymore. Only to realize today that it's the same thing, you know. आप में से कभी किसी ने गंद तो नहीं लिखा मेरे लिए यार?
नहीं. And ma'am, if Star Plus decides to roll out 1000 में मेरी बहन है 2, will you sign it?
Sign it? I will go do it with money, but yeah, I will do it, yeah. But सुनते नहीं हैं, they're not even considering it. But I will love it. First thing.
Thank you.
I've told Siddharth so many times, he does not listen.
They could give it a modern twist to
नहीं
it.
होगा यार, जो चीज़ एक बार छप गई ना, something that's been done once and so beautifully, it's kind of a ruin. And in today's time, I don't think, वो हमने एक बार बोला था सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा को, he's also my brother today. I said, can we come back with the season 2? You know what he told us? He said, तब आप लोग innocent थे, अभी आप corrupt हो. आपकी शक्लों पे नहीं है, वो innocence नहीं है अभी. ये क्या मतलब होता है यार? Just because I look better today does not mean I don't have innocence. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Thank you.
मेरा नाम राधा.
Hi.
आपका अभी रिसेंट शो ख़त्म हुआ लाफ्टर शेफ का, उसमें की सबसे आपकी यादगार बात कुछ मेमोरीज है वो आप शेयर कर सकती हैं?
That entire show was a banger. It was a riot, but I would pick a very stupid incident that happened, and that's when I heard Sudesh ji. और उन्होंने तो बहुत तरीके से उसे एडिट करके दिखाया. I know what I had probably done and what could have happened. उनके घुटने में इंजरी हो गई थी. थोड़ा सा भी अंदर वो जो भी मैंने किया था बकवास गलती से ही हुआ. It was unintentional completely, but I could have really been ruined and scarred for life. वो बच गए बस उस दिन. He could not walk. He had to be taken back home. I made him miss the entire episode that day. वो जब memories TV पे play कर रहे थे उस episode की, everyone must be crying because the footage and I was crying because सुदेश जी वहाँ नहीं खड़े थे. मेरी वजह से उन्हें घर जाना पड़ गया था. I made him miss the entire day of shoot, and that was something that changed me completely. मैं पहले genuinely उनके ऊपर चिल्ला रही होती थी, उसके बाद मेरे से दोबारा हुआ नहीं, you know. So कभी-कभी आप रिफ्लेक्सेस बहुत फास्ट होते हैं ना आपके, ऐसे ऐसे कर दिया. और वो बोलते भी थे कि तुम्हारी एनर्जी मैच करना बहुत मुश्किल है, थोड़ा सा ऐसे काम. पर वो उस दिन वो हुआ ना, आई विल टेक दैट. उसके बाद से आई विल ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट गलती से भी ना कभी उल्टी सीधी चीज़ें ना, कभी मजाक भी आप किसी के साथ कर रहे हो ना, वो भी भारी पड़ जाते हैं. तो मैंने बहुत सीखा वहाँ से, एंड आई वुड नॉट एवर डू दैट. और उस दिन के बाद से मैंने उन्हें अपना फ्रेंड माना. उससे पहले सिर्फ मेरे को लगता था हम काम कर रहे हैं, घर जा रहे हैं. बट उस दिन जब मैं उनके घर भी गई रात को, वो माहौल चेंज हो गया उस दिन के बाद. सो आई वुड टेक दैट फ्रॉम, दैट वाज आल्सो अ लेसन.
थैंक यू. काफ़ी बार वो चीज़ें आपके इंटरनेट पे वायरल भी हुई थी, वही वाली सुदेश जी वाली,
इसीलिए हो रही थी ना.
काफ़ी वायरल हुआ था.
अच्छे काम करो वो वायरल नहीं होंगे, बकवास करोगे ना सब.
नहीं, आपके जो
नोक
एक्टिंग
झोंक लोगों को बहुत पसंद है.
नोक झोंक वाज वन थिंग, वो तो कुछ और ही हो गया.
खाना बनाते वक्त जो आप चिल्ला रहे थे
वो सब जेन्युइन था. नोबडी आस्क्ड मी. वो मेरे को सच में इरिटेट करते थे यार, वो कुछ नहीं करते थे. आई वाज लूजिंग बिकॉज ऑफ हिम. सो वाज सो एंग्री ऑल द टाइम, एंड आई वाज जेन्युइनली, यू नो, लेकिन वो अच्छा इन अ क्यूट वे, नॉट इन अ वेरी इरिटेटिंग वे और एनीथिंग. आई एम नॉट लाइक दैट. बट जो चीज़ एंजॉय कर रहे हैं लोग, हम भी करते थे. पर जिस दिन से वो चोट लगी ना उनको, मतलब sorry Sudesh ji, I love you, you're my bestie.
Hi Nia, this
Hi.
is Avit Shetty.
Okay.
आप फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में काफ़ी सालों से काम कर रहे हो, तो मुझे ये पूछना था कि आपका ऐसा कोई बेस्ट फ्रेंड है फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में जिसने आपको हर मोड़ में साथ दिया, आपकी हर जर्नी में आपको सपोर्ट किया हो और अभी भी आपके कांटेक्ट में हो?
Like I said, साथ मतलब मेरा एक पूरा सर्कल है जिनके साथ भी मैंने काम किया है. एवरीबडी इज माई फ्रेंड टुडे एंड दे आर डियर फ्रेंड्स. दे विल स्टैंड बाय मी नो मैटर व्हाट, you know, be it Ravi or I take Arjun's name or Crystal is there. So it's been a very warm bond, but I will not expect them to stand by me through my thick and thins and हम भले ही 6 महीने में कनेक्ट करते हैं, 3 महीने में, 2 महीने में, but I have that friend circle. I'm so happy कि वो है, but other than that, Avit, I've been all by myself, I swear.
Hi Nia ma'am, I am a big fan of yours. झलक के टाइम पे मैंने आपके काफ़ी मतलब अभी आपने जैसे बताया कि स्ट्रगल आपने बहुत किया है और एक रिहर्सल्स वगैरह जो है उस टाइम पे वो मैंने खुद देखे आपके कितने चोटें खाई है वगैरह वो सब देखा हुआ है. और उसके बाद मुझे आपको एक सवाल पूछना है उसी से रिलेटेड कि आपको डांसिंग का मतलब पहले से ही ये था कि मैं डांसर के इसमें जाऊँगी और डांसिंग में करूँगी करियर वगैरह, या क्योंकि वो एकदम बेस्ट था आपके जो डांसर्स थे वहाँ पे एकदम बेस्ट?
No, so being an actor, it comes as a package, right? तो पहले झलक से पहले मुझे पता लगा बाद में कि मैं बहुत गंदा डांस करती थी. झलक के बाद मुझे रियलाइज हो मैंने बहुत इम्प्रूव किया है. एंड डांसिंग इज़ वन एस्पेक्ट वेयर आई फील द वीकेस्ट बिकॉज मैं श्योर नहीं रहती. लाइक हाउ इफ़ यू मेक मी एक्ट, आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट द सीन दैट आई एम डूइंग और हाउ आई वॉन्ट टू इमोट. आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट इन दोज. मेरे को लाइन्स पर्टिकुलर याद रहेंगी, मुझे क्या करना है, आई नो. डांसिंग जहाँ आती थी मेरे पैर कांपते थे, नो, बिकॉज उसमें एक तो मेहनत इतनी है. आई रिस्पेक्ट ऑल द डांसर्स, यू नो हाउ दे डू इट. इट इज़ नॉट ईजी, यू नो. दिस इज़ वन फेज एंड आई वांट टू डांस, आई वांट टू डू म्यूजिक वीडियोज, आई वांट टू डू डांसिंग नंबर्स, आई वांट टू बी नोन एज दैट dancer. But I know the ones that are there, like you took a, you know, take Nora Fatehi for that matter. My God, you know, you can't beat her when it's the rhythm you want to catch, or it's how she looks on screen when she does a number. You want to learn, you want to be like that. Yeah, she's killed it, she's nailed it. You know, and she was sitting as a judge on that table. I would tell her, man, yes, kudos to you, yeah. Even if it's the same age, there is no ego. Keep it aside, learn from what someone's doing. They're nailing it left, right, center. So I can't be that dancer, but I like learning. मैंने इम्प्रूव किया है.
आपका वो 2 घूट बहुत अच्छा था.
नहीं था अच्छा यार, but वो चला वो song. That was also my first music video which caught on. But I realized when I see it today, I could have done better. But it's okay. There is no end to your own criticism. But yeah, I am better today.
Hi, my name is Dishi. My question to you is, what have you learned from your wins and from your failures?
Wins, so I would not say I've won in life or I've done something so massive. I've made a very beautiful career in television where I've started. My journey is great. Failures वही है, that the things that I could not crack, that I'm not on the bigger screen, or the kind of stuff that I want to do, I still don't have those kind of projects in my head that I expect. But I'm saying, I take it as a failure and I just want to work on it, maybe go harder into that phase, break that path for myself. I've not been able to do that, and what I'm learning from that is maybe I'm lazy, maybe there's something that I'm not doing right, and it's sad actually. Failures, there are no failures actually. If you actually tell me, if you want to tell me that not winning Jhalak was a failure, it was not. It was a win-win situation. Yeah. You are better at dancing. They taught you how to dance. They gave you so much money to learn, and you were performing in front of everybody. Yeah, money is a great factor in all my conversations, right? I'm so stupid. So it's all been a win-win. Honestly, I've not really failed anywhere, I would say.
Hi ma'am, I'm Yogita Sawant from Dombivli.
Yeah.
आप अच्छे लग रहे हो.
Thank you.
Pretend pink. We are twinning also. मेरा कुछ सवाल ये है कि जब आपका फर्स्ट शॉट था कैमरा के सामने, मतलब कैसा आपका था, मतलब क्या माइंड में चल रहा था, नर्वस थे आप, मतलब आप थोड़ा बता सकते हो क्या?
Yeah, I remember it. My first shot was for Kali Ek Agni Pariksha, the very first show that I did, and we were shooting in Noida. और मुझे भाग के आना था अपनी friend के साथ, and I gave like 9 to 10 takes of it because you know the director kept telling me you're so nervous, run with confidence, this and that. So it was very a low key day. But as I grew into it and as I kept shooting for it, I also got compliments like you're very natural with camera. You're very मेरे को सबने उस time पे जब मैं बहुत नई थी मुझे सब बोलते थे that keep what you have, save your energy, and you're very natural and you will go a long way. मुझे बहुत लोगों ने बोला था, and even I remember Ashutosh Rana sir was in that show, you know, and he was a huge entity. He is, you know, yes. We looked up to him, and here we were shooting with him. And one night, you know, he called everybody to his party, And one thing he told me in the end, he said, you have a very bright career, but you have to focus. He had seen me with some guy a night prior, you know, in his car and all that. So he was just giving me a word of caution, you know, that if you want to go a long way and you have that capability, so just focus, you know. So I kept that. And if I ever meet him, I'm going to remind him that, you know, I've worked with him. I hope he remembers me, but yeah, it was a great experience. So yeah. Thank you guys, it was so much fun!
Thank you so much, Nia, for doing this. Thank you.
Hi everybody, you are watching me on Pinkvilla. Please like, share and subscribe.